Week 27 is in the books. It's hard to believe it's been 27 weeks already. I had another strong week, stronger than what I anticipated. I weighed in at 230 today. That means I dropped 3.5 since last week. That brings my overall loss to 85.1, and that also means that I've lost 27% of my starting total, which was 315.1 back on January 12th. And that also means I was able to cross off 2 micro goals, 2 of my final 3 micro goals at that. And those were crossing 85 lbs down and getting below 30 BMI. So I've done both of those things. Now the last thing I have to do is get to my final goal of 225. And setting micro goals has helped me throughout this journey because I was able to set 5 or 10 pound increments or things that were significant to me, getting to a specific loss, amount of weight loss, or a weight that I previously can't remember being at a certain age of my life. So I was able to set those goals along the way to keep me focused on moving forward until I hit my ultimate goal. So now I'm 5 pounds away from my ultimate goal of 225. So let's talk about that for a minute. When I started on January 12th, that was 315.1. And at 6'2", that put my BMI at 40.5. And say what you want about BMI, good, bad, or indifferent. It is what it is. But as far as classification, that was class 3 obesity. This was the classification that was formerly known as morbidly obese. And now I am 29.5 on the BMI chart. So I am out of the obese category. I am now officially overweight. Also being at 230 means, of course, that I've dropped 85.1 pounds. I'm also down 128 pounds since my highest weight, which was recorded in 2014 when I was 358. So no small feats, and I am completely happy with these results. I'm 5 pounds away from my goal of 225. So I have to start planning for maintenance and what that means for me. I fully expect that I will probably lose another 5 or 10 after I hit goal. I do not want to go below 215. My body has not fought me on this journey so far, so I have to find a way to kind of slow it down. I have not plateaued. I have not stalled. I hit another 3.5 loss this week. So my body, I guess, is nowhere near a set point. At least it seems that way. So hopefully I can get to a set point or a slowing, but I have to understand how to get that. So I'll have to play around with a few things when I get to goal. Does that mean that I switch my dosing regimen to every other week while staying on 10? Or does that mean that I drop down to, say, 5 and continue on a weekly regimen? So I'll have to figure those things out as I go. We'll have to see how much I continue to lose once I hit 225. So that's where I'm at with it. I just cracked open my 3rd box of 10. I took my 9th dose of 10 this morning. I have 3 left, and hopefully I can get a refill within 2 weeks. The CVS is saying that I'm now eligible for a refill on the 26th, and it should start automatically. So hopefully there is some in stock. If not, then I may have to look at my blood pressure. Continues to be well maintained. It was 107/59 this morning, so I'm real happy about that. Things that happened this week: I had a sleep study to see if my sleep apnea is resolved and I can stop using my CPAP machine. It was a 2-night sleep study. It was different than the sleep studies that I've had in the past. In the past, I think I've done 3 different sleep studies previously. The last one was probably in 2018 or 2015 or 2018. And at that time, it was determined that I had severe sleep apnea and my pressure was put up to 14. Now, what I've currently been doing is my CPAP is set to 4, and they kept it at that measurement for the sleep study. The first night of the sleep study, this was done at home. It was done without the CPAP machine. It just had a nasal tube and an oxygen monitor and a breathing monitor. And then the second night was using the CPAP machine with the nasal monitor and the oxygen monitor. Haven't got the results back, so hopefully they come back and I can call my sleep apnea resolved. I think I'm trending in that direction. They did take a measurement of my neck. Previously, my neck size was 20 or higher, and it's currently at 16.5 inches, which puts me below the threshold for apnea concern. At least for men, that number is set at 17. So if it's 17 and higher, there is a concern for sleep apnea. So I'm below that threshold, and hopefully this is all moving in the right direction to get me off this machine. I'm looking forward to that day. Outside of that, non-scale victories. victories. My wife got rid of all my clothes. I had folded them up and put them in the closet. They were just sitting there for weeks and weeks. I had the thought to bag them up and get rid of them, but I kind of held on to them. Someone made the comment that I should keep them around just in case I bounce back up. I wasn't thinking about that previously, but once that thought was in my head, I was thinking, you know, what if my weight rebounds? What if this medication stops working? Or what if I can't get access to this medication? So those clothes were just piling up, and my wife decided she was tired of looking at them, and she bagged them up and drove them to Goodwill herself. A few more items that I need to get rid of, so I'll do that soon. But the biggest thing is that the crutch is gone. I don't have a fallback any longer, so I have to continue being successful on this journey. And if I lose coverage, then I have to find alternative means in order to maintain my losses. Another thing that I've noticed is, a lot of people say that they have a colder body temperature or feel colder since using this medication. I haven't had that at all. And the theory behind people feeling colder while using this medication is that it breaks the blood-brain barrier, and the GLP-1 receptor that's in the brain is next to the area of the brain that regulates the body temperature. So there's a theory that there's some carryover, and there is a change in the regulation of the body temperature, so people feel colder. Recently in Vegas, the temperatures have been outrageous. And we're talking 118, 119, and even 120. I think there was a period where there were 10 or 12 days in a row where it was 110 or higher. We got a break where it dropped to 108 one day, and then we're looking at another streak of 110. Typically in the summer here, what I have done is set my thermostat to 74, 75 to feel comfortable in the house. And I haven't had to do that this summer. And I don't know if that's the medication working in that area of my brain, or just the fact that I've reduced in size. So my body temperature is naturally lower now. So I'm able to set the thermostat at 77, 78, 76 sometimes. But that's a huge cost savings on the electric bill. So that's a non-scale victory that I'll take. Outside of that, not a whole lot going on. I'll probably be delayed in posting next week's episode. I am going out of town to bury my grandfather, and I'll be out of town when I usually record and post these videos. So there might be a little slight delay, a day or two, and getting something posted. I appreciate you all sticking with me. I appreciate you all checking in just to follow my updates. Feel free to like this video, share it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and interact with me in the comments. I had some great interactions the last few weeks as the channel has grown. I appreciate the back and forth, and I appreciate you all for keeping up with me. Hope you all have a great day and a great weekend. We'll talk to you later. Bye.